Welcome to an AI-only battle, East versus West. And on the East, of course, we have Parthia, the Seleucid Empire, and Egypt, all working together as one united army, fighting against Gaul, Spain, and the British. A barbarian union of those three Western factions. And yeah, here we go. I'm of course playing as Julia, just to spectate with one unit. And who's going to win? Now, first of all, on the east we have phalanxes, cataphracts, chariots, and elephants. My favourite unit of all. The elephants, they've been known to cause some issues at times for the faction that owns them. But it's always funny when that happens. Basically, once with Carthage went berserk and destroyed Carthage's entire army, which was funny to watch. And on the other side we've got, of course, barbarians. They've got chariots of their own once the British arrive, but for the most part, they don't really have that much good armoured units, so they might struggle a bit. I've given the barbarians a few more soldiers, I think, but they've also got war dogs, which might not mean anything, but on a bridge battle, every little bit of morale assistance is, quite good. And both sides, of course, have a catapult as well. Egypt's catapult is over here. We probably won't see it until the late half of the battle. And Spain has a catapult over there. Yeah, quite far away, but that's just how these maps set up. And both are fighting on this bridge. Now, both are put into attack mode, which means both have to aggressively cross the bridge. Although it seems like Gaul are making the first move. So yeah, it's balanced enough. It's like the Eastern Empires here, they're programmed to cross and be aggressive as well. But it's just a coincidence how Gaul decided to make a push first of all. And I don't think this is going to work for them. I can't imagine it going too well. They've charged the swordsman across and instantly broke. Yeah, that's not something that Gaul want right now. They've got to be careful. I don't want to lose all their troops too early on. They're still crossing the bridge. The Seleucid Empire brought the cavalry in, and oh no, it's already collapsing for them. Oh, poor Gaul. Right, Britain and Spain, they need to get onto here on the defensive fast, because the Seleucids, with their cavalry, their chariots actually, they're just pushing through, and Gaul's army is almost completely destroyed. Oh, I love it when that happens. Okay, but it's not over yet. They've lost a lot of troops. They've lost an entire army mostly, but it's not over yet. Now the British are setting up, the Spanish are setting up, and now they're going to be on the defensive. As it's now the Eastern Empires that are crossing the bridge. And ooh! What was that? That was an elephant. The Seleucid Empire lost their general. Oh, their general is all the way over here, and then I don't know what happened. Maybe Archerfire sent him berserk, and now he's killing his own troops, but he's died himself. Oh, I hope he charges this way. Come on, charge towards the bridge. Please, that would be brilliant. Well, anyway, the Seleucid Empire has now lost the general before Gaul did, which was very unexpected. They lost a lot of troops as well to those berserk elephants. I don't know what happened. It couldn't have been a catapult rock. That's what set them off in the Carthage video. It could have been. They are firing. They must have hit him with a catapult. Oh, what were the chances in that? From all the way over there, just hit him with a catapult, send him berserk, destroys half of Parthia's army. And the Seleucid Empire, their morale is low right now. The chariots have gone berserk as well. Okay, so if they can get the Eastern Empire to cross the bridge, then it'd be the British and the Iberians on the defensive, and they could really cut down the morale with that. Right, that's Gaul definitely done now. They've lost the general. Yeah, they're not coming back. The Seleucid Empire, they've got to be careful at this point. Got to be very careful. They've got to cross the bridge as well quite quickly, if that's their plan. Otherwise, if the Iberians can get their troops in here and hit them on both fronts in that choke point, that's not going to go well. But their morale will just instantly break, like how we saw it happen with the Gauls. Especially now the general's dead, and Parthia's general's quite close to the front. Right, their cataphracts have charged across. They are in contact with the British chariots who just knocked one down. Spanish cavalry coming in to try and counter them. They've got their phalanxes. They're trying to set up some form of a phalanx there, but... Oh, Britain, why are you breaking? It's these berserk chariots. Oh, it's causing more problems for barbarians than the Eastern Empires. I was hoping they'll go backwards and just destroy their own troops. Right, Parthia is starting to get a bit of a foothold on the other side of the bridge. Come on. Come on, Spain, get all your troops in there. You need to hold this, break for morale. Now's the perfect point. Just surround them. Got loads of heavy infantry on this side, loads of cavalry, but they're just not sending them in. And they're buying the Eastern Empire time to get the troops into a good formation with their phalanxes, which they can't do. They need to strike as soon as possible. The AI seems very confused. Okay, they've got light infantry. Well, I guess it's a start. Nope, just trying to pull back out, never mind. Alright, yes, there we go. The Seleucid Empire and Parthia has collapsed. Yes, the barbarians did it, they've actually brought it back. Now I see the balance of power is even they've all completely gone. This is just a battle of morale. Oh, I love these mass routes. Just get myself out of the way so that I don't end up influencing the battle accidentally. Wow. I thought when I saw the Gauls crossing first and retreating, I thought the Eastern Empires had it, but nope, they made the exact same mistake and now they're all getting cut down. That was a brilliant catapult shot by the catapult taking out the general. I don't think it would have been possible if that didn't happen because of the amount of troops it killed. It's like, look at all these dead Parthians here. It took out a lot of chariots as well, it took out cataphracts. Those were some good shots, and now it's come down to this. Britain and Spain on one side of the bridge, the Egyptians on the other side. It's a 2 versus 1 right now. Balance of power is actually in the barbarians' favour. But if the barbarians want to cross, they've got to do it now before the Egyptians can get on the defensive again. They don't want to have that same morale penalty of crossing a bridge and getting hit on 2 fronts and in that choke point. They seem more interested in running down the Eastern Empires though. Yeah, just run them down for a bit and then I'll guess fail. Yeah, I think they'll cross there. Those elephants still there. They could still get involved and change this battle around. It's Parthia done, and yes, Parthia, once this unit breaks, they're done. If it ever breaks, it's an archer unit. Come on, cavalry. There we go. Parthia is done. It's now 2 versus 1. Spain and Britain versus Egypt. No. It's 3 versus 1. Gaul rallied. Somehow, Gaul managed to rally to the battlefield and they've got more troops. I doubt they'll do much because their morale is low and they're very weak, but yeah, it's 3 versus 1 now. Of course, 3 injured armies versus 1 fully strength army with a catapult and phalanxes and chariots, so it's not... the Egyptians, they're still in it, they can still win this battle. And they're already causing the Spanish barbarian cavalry to retreat. The long shield cavalry, that's what they're called. Yeah, their morale is very low. It's just a basic light cavalry unit. They shouldn't have probably sent those across, but... I guess it's distracting the Egyptians whilst they bring their real army across the bridge. So I guess it did have some use. Of course the AI wasn't thinking that at all, it just saw archers throw the horses at them and it didn't know any better than that because of the AI. It's quite stupid at times compared to a human player. Right, have they crossed the bridge enough? I need to really make good use of the cavalry and getting across this bridge. Right, the chariots are coming in. We've got to kill as many of these chariots as possible. Right now the barbarians have the numbers, but they don't have the strength, and because they're crossing the bridge and they're in a bit of a messy position, they don't have the morale either. And that's what the Egyptians have to rely on. The Egyptians can get a mass rout here if they get a good charge with the chariots possibly. And there we go, the Spanish are already collapsing. It's just a battle of morale. And the British have gone as well. Just 1 chariot squad, that's all it took. Right. Well, all of a sudden it's in favour of the Eastern Empires again. It's not over yet. It's still not over. The Barbarians still have some troops on this side. Basically, it's whoever crosses the bridge dies. It's like the bridge is cursed. Oh, Gaul has broken now just to archer fire. No. Right, what do the Barbarians have left? They've got a catapult there, some cavalry over there I saw, and chariots. And some archers. What do the Egyptians have left? Some chariots and phalanxes and a catapult over there. Ooh, Spain have their general all the way back over here. He could do something. Probably going to die, but if I can get one Egyptian unit to break, I'll maybe kill the general. He's in clear sight of him, that would be good. Yeah, it's still not over. I still think the Barbarians can do it. Because now it's the Egyptians crossing the cursed bridge. So if they manage to break from morale and do the same to them, just the back and forth of morale. Oh no, the British chariots broke. They're going to get across the bridge. Right, they're having one last desperate charge onto the Egyptian general. I don't know if they'll be able to do it. Spanish general versus Egyptian general. Oh, the Spanish one died, and the Egyptian general lives. I think that's it. They had another cavalry charge over here on the phalanx, but can't imagine that doing much. But yeah, they're wavering already. Silence for catapult though, which I didn't see. Good job for them for doing that, but that won't be enough, I don't think. No, they're actually doing quite well over here. They've got them down to shaken, but now the phalanx have turned around. Yeah, it's gone. The British general here, trying to just fight to the very end. They've got more chariots over here. The catapult is still firing, which is good. They need everything they can get. I think the Eastern Empires have won this battle. But then again, I was sure the Barbarians had won at another point, so it just goes back and forth. And I won't be surprised actually if it does it again. And they've got their missile cavalry firing in. The Egyptians chasing after them with infantry. They're going to get tired. Then one cavalry charge into the back. They break. They could still do this. What's this? Are these head hurlers? No, slingers. Trying to get charged. It looks like they're trying to tire them out. Playing very skirmishy with their tactics. They're charging in. And they've charged in, and I'm guessing they should break instantly, these Egyptians. They killed a couple of chariots. Oh, Britain, no. They broke. They've still got their general in the fight. Fighting phalanxes. But I can't imagine him fighting on much longer. I think this is it. Still got some soldiers left, but unless he can rally in more troops somehow, I don't think they're going to do it. I think the Eastern Empires have won. We've got a catapult over there, some more infantry there. There we go, the British general has broken. And dead. So overall, well, it's not over yet, but so far, the Eastern Empires have lost 68% of their army, and 80% of the army has been lost of the Barbarian faction, the Western Empires. I guess you'd call them empires. They're not really empires, but that's what I've called them throughout, so I'm going to go with that. They've lost a lot of troops in this battle. They're still fighting on with this catapult, and they've got some units over here, but yeah, I think I can just skip the rest of this. And there we go, the chariots, the chariots silenced the catapult unit, and the last unit over here should die soon as well. And here we go. Let's just watch them die. We've got archers firing at them, and boom. There we go, they're dead. Well done, Eastern Empires, for getting the win there. Well done. Parthia got 168 kills. I said that like it's something. That's nothing. That's terrible. That's the worst of them all. I don't know why I got 18. Someone must have run into me or something. Right, whilst retreating. And yeah, they lost their entire army. Seleucid Empire, 659 kills. Better, but you know, still they lost their army. The Egyptians won it in the end. 1,200 kills almost, but that includes cutting them down as a flee. Spain, 1,100. 580 there by the British. Almost 250 by Gaul. So overall, the Barbarians could have done it, I think, at one point there. But sadly, the Eastern Empires managed to pull it off. I said sadly because I thought I knew that Eastern Empires were probably going to win. The Barbarians were kind of the underdog of this battle, I thought. That's why I was cheering for them. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this battle. Please don't take it too seriously in the comment section. Please do feel free to subscribe if you want to see more, and of course share my videos as well if you want to help my channel out. But overall, I do hope you've enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye.